So normally, what are the current trend in the social science research? I have prepared the what is research methodology, what are the process of research methodology, and what are the list of journals, what are the problem challenges faced by the researchers, and what are the fellowship available to the research scholars and the teachers. These are the area I have my presentation. Because of lack of time, only I know it is 3:25. So within half an hour, I will finish everything because I have prepared for 1 hour, but it is not possible. Therefore, I am going directly to you. Okay? Yes. So normally the term research is directly derived from the word riche, from the French word that means understanding the concept or do the research in a best manner. So according to the American sociologist, research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomenon. So research involves inductive and deductive methods. So next, so what are the things normally coming under the, what are the features of the particular research? First, we'll go to the features and everything, then we'll go for the other things. So it should be systematic, it should be valid, should be, I can say that empirical, should be logical, should be planned and organized, address the real problem of the world, should be analytical, should be methodical, and should be cyclical. So these are the some of the important features of the research. Next, why there is a need, or what is the need of the particular research? I can say that to learn as well as they create something new. Because in order to learn something, uh, this research is very, very important. To add the knowledge in the existing theory or facts. Already some theories are working and some facts are there. So on that area also you must to do something, confirmation is required. Therefore, the research is very, very important. To test the hypothesis, okay, you know well what is hypothesis. In order to test any kind of problem or any kind of theory, we have used to test the hypothesis. Therefore, hypothesis is also very, very important. Next importance is to improve the understanding about the particular concept, also very, very important aspect of the particular, I can say that importance of the research. Next one, helps the development of the country as a whole. If you are doing the research in a proper manner, automatically your country is going forward, because we are allocating around less than 2% of the total GDP for the research and development work in our country. But it is in case of China or European or American countries concerned, they are allocating more than 4 to 5% of the total GDP. So we are lacking. This is a duty of the particular government to allocate more resources to the research and development work in our country. Next, helps in decision making, also a very, very important aspect of the research. Next, brings consistency in the work to know how the original study is originated. Next, the qualities of good researcher. A research oriented, a researcher must have, these are the quality. Number one, research oriented. Number two, efficient, he must be efficient personality. It's a scientific approach, always do any kind of research on scientific approach. Effective and active also. He must be a resourceful person and he must be a creative person. He, at the same time, the next point is he must be a honest person and economical in expenditure. Okay, whenever the fund is allocated by any funding agency, it is a duty of the particular researcher must allocate the cost in a perfect and clear manner. Economical means minimize the cost, maximize the benefit. Next, truthful, whatever may be the research, how any researcher carried out must be a truthful one. And you can see that curiosity, a researcher always has the curiosity to study new things. Until otherwise you are not having curiosity, it is very difficult for the organization or the country to know new things. Okay, quick thinker, another important quality. He must think or she must think in a quick manner to take any kind of decision, also very very important. And the last point of the quality of the research is commitment. He must have the commitment to do any kind of research in a correct and efficient manner. Then next, another important point, we can say that what are the areas in which the social science research are used to have taken place. So it includes various branches such as history, geography, economics, commerce, management, law, anthropology, political science, sociology, psychology, statistics, and political science. These are the area in which normally the social science researches are taken place, or these are the subject area in which the research used to be taken place. Next, the what are the objective of the particular social science research? Is first important object is new facts and verify the validate the existing fact. You have to find out the new one, or at the same time already some facts are available that should be validated. That is also very very an important aspect. To develop new tools and techniques in the field of social science for improvement in social science research. It is a duty of the particular researcher to find out the new tools and techniques. Okay. Therefore, if you are doing the research in a perfect manner, then only you may find out the new tools and techniques. New model, you may include a new model. For example, Kanavadi sir has introduced a new model, means is a model of Kanavadi model, like that. Professor Kanavadi model, like that. It may, this kind of model may be used by some future scholar or some other researcher may use this particular model. Next time you can say that to understand the behavior of the human and its interaction with the society. So what is the purpose of the research is totally for the welfare of the society and welfare of the human beings only. Whenever you are doing any kind of research, that must be focused for the welfare of the entire society. Next, what are the functions of the particular social research? One is planning, systemization of knowledge, diagnosis of the problems, prediction of ideas, discovery of facts, interpretation of facts, and social welfare. So these are the area in which the function used to be taken place. Next, I am coming to the classification of research. So one is fundamental research, another one is applied research. That is coming under the category based on you can say that use of the research. Based on the analysis, this is divided into two: empirical research and conceptual research. Based on the purpose of the research, it is divided into two: descriptive and analytical. Based on the collection of techniques, it is again divided into two: qualitative and quantitative. Based on the time of elephant, it is again classified into longitudinal and cross-sectional. The research will be going in this direction, because each and every item, because this is available in the book and the website, I am not going in detail. Okay, these are the various type of research. Next, I am coming to the what are the process we used to conduct in the research. Number one is identification of the problem. It is a duty of the particular researcher must identify the problem in a correct manner. So, for example, the customer satisfaction in Indian Bank Kariguri branch is not good. That means it is a duty of the particular researcher must identify why the customer satisfaction is not up to the mark. They must think, and they have to do research on the particular area. And next point is you can say that a review of literature. Second important process of the particular I can say that process of is review of literature. So literature maybe comes from a published journal, or you can say that already published PhD thesis or journals and articles. Through that you may collect, or you can say that the report published by the RBI, or you can say that banking sector, like that different area you may collect the review of literature. And the major purpose of the review of literature is you have to identify the research gap. So already some research have been already taken place, or how your studies they are different from the already existing studies. Okay, that will be already taken place. Therefore, review of literature plays an important role to identify the research gap or what are the research already done. Next important process, next important step in the process is you can say that setting up the research questions, objectives, and hypothesis. The research question always, whenever you are doing any kind of research, you must write the question. and accordingly you may frame the objectives. The objective always consistent with the your topic of the research, and on the basis of objective, any researcher may set the hypothesis. Okay, so whole hypothesis based on your objective of the particular study. Then next important aspect is you can say that uh, choosing the study design. So what are the way in which you have to do the research? Already you have decided the topic, you have done the review of literature, and you can say that find out the research cap also, set the objective, and you can say that hypothesis also. Now you are coming to the you can say that area that choosing the design in a correct manner. So research design consists of survey, experiment, secondary data, or you can say that observational study. And you can say that some of the area in which you have to focus is the type of the problem, the objective of the study, the existing state of knowledge about the problem that is being studied, what are the area in which you have to focus, and the resources are available for the study. So these are the area in which you have to concentrate while deciding the research design. Next area is very important aspect is we can say that deciding the sample design. So what are the various type of sampling methods? Sampling design is coming under the category. For example, the sampling design may be a method will be two broad categories. Number one, non-probability sampling. The other one is probability sampling. In non-probability sampling, some methods are that convenience method, purposive sampling method, quota sampling method, snowball sampling method. In probability sampling, simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified random sampling, and clustered sampling. So these are the some important I can say that sampling method. Under that, different stages will be there. That is, I am not going on that area. Then you have to find out the I can say that data for the particular population. If you know the population, that means finite the population, you may use one kind of formula. If the population is infinite, then you may go for the another type of formula. You can say that statistical tool which formula is there. So normally the size of the sample, you can say that what is the acceptance level of the error, what is the standard variation, or what is the standard deviation of the population, and is the number of I can say that the size of the population. The sample determination is based on if these data are available. Sample size, you can say that size of the population, then you may find out the standard deviation, the error acceptance level, then you can say that standard variation. If these things are that, you can very easily apply this figure in the formula, fit the formula. One is infinite population and another one is the finite population. You know the population correctly, for example 5,000 population. Infinite population size is not known, then what kind of formula you have to use. Next we are going for the collection of data. You can say that the collection of data normally taken place in a different manner. You can say that you may go for structured interview, or you can say that telephonic interview, or you can say that any other observational method. Through that also you may go for the data. Okay, then normally data is divided into one is primary data, another one is secondary data. Okay, so entirely two aspect of the data will be there that you have to concentrate. Next, after the data collection, you may go for the processing and analyzing the data, right? So different statistical tools are there to are to be used to collect the particular data. I can say that for in order to get the fruitful result, processing and analyzing the data is very important. So then you come into the conclusion that after that you have already done using the formula, using the statistical tools. I can say that you have studied the entire variables in a different manner. Now you come to write the particular report. You are summarizing this one in a particular in a report form. You can say that the report must be consist of these are the item normally called an executive summary of what you have identified. Next, the background of the problem. So what is the problem? Review of literature. Then what is the research methodology you followed? And next, you can say that the findings, discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. So these your report must consist of these are the items. Until otherwise, your report is not consists of these are the item, then it is not good for you. Okay, so therefore you can say that these items are very, very essential. Next, data analysis and techniques. What are the techniques or data analysis tools are available? Normally, these things are divided into two. One is parametric test, another one is non-parametric test. So, what are the items normally coming under the parametric test, and what are the statistical tools normally coming under the non-parametric test? So, two, you can say that parametric, two sample test, pair t-test, ANOVA, Pearson coefficient of correlation. These are the things normally coming under the category parametric test. And in the non-parametric test, I-square test, Mann-Whitney test, Pearson rank correlation, Wilcoxon test. These are the things are coming under the category of the non-parametric test. So then I am coming to the another part is called, you can say that the reliability and normality test. So whenever you are collecting any kind of data, it is your duty to test the reliability of the particular data. So reliability, number one, you can say that reliability, different kind of reliability tests are there. The famous is Kornbach coefficient, ALBA. Number two is retest reliability, parallel forms of reliability, internal consistency reliability, split half reliability. So these are the different 5 to 6 type of reliability tests are there. You may use this kind of test according to your need, according to your nature of the study. Then another important part of the particular research methodology you have to do is the normality or normal distribution of your data. So the use of statistical tools are useful only when if you are conducting the normality test in a proper manner. If the data is distributed in a normal manner, for example, the distribution has a bell-shaped density curve described by its mean and standard deviation, and the extreme values in the data set have no significant impact on the mean value. So various statistical methods used for the data analysis make assumption about the normality, including correlation, regression, t-test, and analysis of variance. So these are the things are very, very essential. What are the formula, what are the tools you have to use, that will be totally depend upon the normality test. So next I am coming to some important software through that, because I unable to show this one in our slide because I have prepared some software for this data analysis also. So we used to, number one is SPSS, everybody knows well. This is very moderate scope of low versatility in statistical analysis. Specialty, custom tables, ANOVA, multivariate analysis. These are the area the SPSS is useful, very much useful. Next one, JMP. This is, you can say that the statistical analysis, you can say that moderate scope and medium versatility. The graphics is very good. The specialties, you can say that the designs of experiments, quality control, and model fit. These are the area you may go for this type of particular JMP software. That will be very, very useful. Next, another important software is Stata. Very important one that is also useful for you. A broad scope and medium versatility. For that kind of analysis, you may go for Stata. So there's a specialty is, you can say that panel data, a mixed model, survey data analysis, and these are the another one is SAS or SAS. It is very, very important software. Here the statistical analysis, you can say that very broad scope and high versatility, and you can say that the specialty areas normally called large distance reporting. You can say that encryption and components of specific field. For this kind of area, you may use this SAS. And another one is there, or this is very broad scope and high versatility. The specialties, you can see that graphics packages, machine learning, predictive modeling, and these are the area you may go for our model. You can say that. Another one is MATLAB is also be there. Another last one, software. This software may be used for the, you can say that this is one of the excellent result will provide the stimulation, multi-dimensional data, image and signal processing. These are the area you may go for this MATLAB. So these are the some important software to you. Next, you can say that I am directly coming to the what are the area in which you may find out the exchange program, or you can say that what are the area in which you can say that what are the organization normally used to provide. You can say that funding support, or you can say that research progress. For that purpose, some collaborative organization also be there. The international collaboration program of the ICCSR provides an opportunity to both Indian and foreign scholars in the field of social sciences to interact and research. The council is one of the implementing agency of the social science component of the cultural exchange agreements, educational exchange programs in between government of India and other type of countries. Next, first I am coming to the cultural exchange program regarding the ICSSR. So first important aspect is you can say that fellowship is normally called National Research Council of Thailand in Bangkok. They have the collaboration ICSSR. Next one, the foundation mission. I can say that this is available in Paris and France. Next one, the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, Beijing. In this area also the ICSSR has some collaboration with them. Then another important aspect is the ICSSR has some established bilateral collaboration with some of the area. But one, you can see that Vietnam Academy of Social Science in Vietnam, National Science Foundation Sri Lanka, Economic and Social Research Council UK. So these are the area, and the ICSSR has the cultural exchange program, and some of the other field also be there. The Netherlands Scientific Organization, and you can say that Japan Society for Promotion of Science, JSPS, the National Institute for Humanities and Social Sciences, South Africa, Swedish Research Council for Health, and next you can say that Academy of Sciences and Arts, Bosnia. These are the area the ICSSR has the collaborative research area. So next, what are the I can say that financial assistance for the participant in international seminar and conferences by the particular area. Financial assistance, these are the collaborative work. The second aspect I am discussing is the financial assistance for participant in international seminar conferences and data collection abroad. So number one, financial assistance is provided to Indian social scientists who have been invited to contribute and present a paper conferences abroad. ICSSR also provides financial assistance to social scientists who intended to visit abroad for the purpose of data collection or consulting archival material in connection with the research work. Sorry, the scheme is aimed in providing financial assistance only for the cases where the data collection abroad is fully justified and is approved. The third important opportunity to national, you can say that exchange in views of opinion, addresses, debate, research question, etc. These are the area in which this used to be taken place. Next, some of the figures regarding that 2031st December 2021. These are the universities. 418 universities are there. Deemed universities are 125. Central universities are, you can say that 370, and private universities are, sorry, central universities are 54, private universities are 370, and totally you can say that 967. You can say that total universities are as per the UGC guidelines. Okay, yes. So next, you can say that the social science and institutional infrastructure, the MHRD allocate, you can say that this is the last figure. You can say that 237 crore 2011, because the new latest data as per the census is not available. The Ministry of Higher Education, normally 163 crores they have allocated. In all state, totally allocated for the research work is 84 crore only, and total fund available in 2001 is 485 crore. At present, it is more than 2,000 crores are allocated by the government to provide and promote. You can say that in 2020 and 1920, I am saying that to promote social and other type of research in the country. Next, what are the problem and challenges faced by the researcher in the social science? That is also another important aspect of the particular thing. Number one, you can see that a lack of proper institutional support funding. Number one. Number two, lack of comprehensive and accurate data. Data also not available in a correct manner. Number three, fear of duplication of work due to a wide range of players on the field. Number four, rapidly growing demand for social science research has had a negative impact on the controversial of social science field. Next important point is, you can say that issue concerned with autonomy of social science research via political interference. Next, not so friendly approach university administration. Administration also not a friendly one. And you can say that the problem and languages also very difficult one. A lack of latest research technique. We are not following the latest research technique. That is also one of important things in the social science. A lack of qualified, trained, and devoted guides as well as the researcher, because the expertise in the field of research social science, very less teachers, or you can say that the social scientists from these areas are very less. They are not a devoted guide, and the researchers and the research scholars also, means I am not talking all, maximum majority, that is take it for granted, that is this kind of things are going on, therefore we are unable to meet with the international standard. And another important problem is, you can say that problem of inadequate number of faculty. The faculty members available, the researcher available in the university and colleges are not up to the mark, and they are not. You can say that the number of appointment, or you can say that the position are available qualified. I can say that researchers are very less. Next, I talk about the what are the fellowship normally available. These are the area. Number one, you can say that centrally administered full-time doctoral fellowship normally offered by the ICSSR. These are things I am talking about the ICSSR. Next one, institutional full-time doctoral fellowship, that is also available. And next one, centrally administered short-term doctoral fellowship. This is also available for the research scholar. Centrally administered contingency grant, you know well. Next, you can say that Dr. Radhakrishnan postdoctoral research fellowship also offered by the UGC for the promotion of social science. Next, the research fellowship in humanities and social science students by UGC, also another important fellowship. Next one, the junior research fellowship by the UGC. Next, the Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship for SCST and OBC student, SCST student by the UGC. Next, you can see that the Maulana Azad National Fellowship for minority student, UGC. Emeritus Fellowship for superannuated teachers by the UGC. So these are the fellowship available. I can say that for promotion of social science research. Next, I am coming to the quality of the journal, or you can say that the list of journal that will be very much qualified. So one of the list, you can say that ABDC Journal of Quality List. ABDC Journal of Quality List. The 2019 list follows an extensive review of the conducted program by the expert panels. Okay, so around 2,682 journals are available. You can say that in this particular list. And A category, it is around 199. In B category, it is 651. And D category, it is 850. And the C category, it is 982 journals. So these are the list prepared by the ABDC Journal of Quality list. You may go for, you can publish the, you can say that journals and your articles and research papers in this area, that will be very useful for you. Next, we talk about the top 10 journals in India as per the Sysmaco JR. You can say that journal of rank, Sysmaco journal rank in business, management, and accounting. You can say that number one, you can say that a global journal of flexible system management. Okay, the SJR ranking is 0.861 only, and the H index is 28. The rank is 28. The next one is the Global Business Review. The H index rank is 20. The third one is the International Journal of Mathematical Engineering and Management Sciences. The rank is 8. The International Journal of System and Assurance Engineering and Management, again, the rank is 20. The Journal of South Asian Development, the rank is 12. Prabandhan, the Indian Journal of Management, rank 6 in India. International Journal of Rural Management, rank 10. Indian Journal of Marketing, rank 8. Vigalpa, rank 22. International Journal of Computer Information System and Industrial Management Application, rank 6. So these are the index journal. You can say that SISMACO JR. Okay, that is a rank given by that index. Next, the international level, you can say that some of the topmost 10 journal. One is Journal of Finance, published in United Kingdom. The H index is 285. The Review of Financial Studies, the H index is 174. The rank is, index means is the rank. You can say the Academy of Management Annals, you can say that, and the rank is 61. The Journal of Financial Economics, it is published from Netherlands. Rank is H index is 240. Journal of Labor Economics, United States, rank is, you can say that, 102. Academy of Management Journal, you can say that 304, the rank H index. The Personal Psychology, 133. The Journal of Marketing, the H index is 233. Strategic Management Journal, the index is 269. And the 10th one is Annual Review of Organizational Psychology and Organizational Behavior. The H index is 42. So you may go for this kind of journals to publish your, you can say, the valuable research paper and articles in these topmost 10 journals in India, as well as the topmost 10 journals in abroad also. That will be very much helpful to the social scientists. So that extent, I may finish my lecture because of the delay in starting of the particular seminar. So in this juncture, I convey my thankful to the Department of Commerce, Institute of Alagappa University, and the head of the department, Professor Kurumurthy sir, my friend and senior Kanabudi sir, and the Dean Sendil sir, and other faculty members, those who are present in the conference, to facilitate giving me an opportunity to interact with you. I once again thank you, convey my thankful to all participants and the researcher and academician. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
In the audio, video is not unable to visible. Some problem. Okay, hope that.
Really valuable presentation, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Department of Commerce, Alagappa University, I would like to record my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Alagappa University, respected Registrar, respected syndicate members, our Professor Head, Dr. Gurumurthy sir, my dear faculty members, organizing secretaries, respected participants. I would like to record my sincere thanks to all of you. Special thanks to our respected resource person for your valuable and inspirational and motivational presentation, sir. Really, it is useful to us, sir. Thank you very much, sir. My special thanks to MIS team, Dr. Senthil Rajan, sir, Mr. Sundaram, Mr. Gautam, Mr. Silambarasan, Mr. Manikandan, and other team members for your timely help. Thank you very much. Once again, I would like to record my sincere thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, bro, sir. Sanmasundar, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, bro, sir. Thank you so much, bro, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Professor Ganapathy sir from Department of Commerce to deliver his welcome address for the valedictory function. Welcome, sir.
Sir, வந்துட்டாங்களா? ரிஜிஸ்டர் வந்துட்டாங்களா?
வந்துட்டாங்க, sir.
செந்தில் சார். செந்தில் சார் வந்துட்டாங்களா பாருங்க. ரெஜிஸ்டர் செந்தில் சார் வந்துட்டாங்களான்னு பாருங்க. ரெஜிஸ்டர் வந்துட்டாங்க பாருங்க.
ரெஜிஸ்டர் வரணும் யார்?
ரெஜிஸ்டாரும் செந்தில் சாரும் வந்துட்டாங்களா கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுங்க, ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம். சார் வந்துட்டாங்க. ரெஜிஸ்டர் சார் வந்துட்டாங்க. செந்தில் சார் வந்துட்டாங்க பாருங்க.
ரெஜிஸ்டர் சார் ஆமா நம்ம
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் சார்.
சார் குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன் சார். குட்
Good afternoon, sir.
செந்தில் சார் வந்துட்டாங்க பாருங்க. வந்துட்டாங்க. ப்ரோ சார், தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். அதான் ஒரு டைர்லைன் எரர் பார்த்துக்கலாம். செந்தில் சார் வரல.
Sir, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Sir, sir, good evening. First time meeting la paakren. Good evening. Professor Nedumaran, Professor
Good evening. Good evening.
வணக்கம் சார். சார் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் சார்.
வணக்கம். கணபதி சார் வணக்கம்.
சார் வணக்கம் சார்.
Okay, we start our proceedings.
Sir, audio. Professor, audio.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Sir, is it audible?
Audible, sir.
Right.
Most respected Vice Chancellor, beloved Registrar, most respected Member Syndicate, and Professor and Head, Department of Commerce, respected Organizing Secretaries, and members of Organizing Committee of One Day National Webinar, dear my participants, a very good afternoon to all of you. Now we are at the final part of One Day National Webinar, that is Valedictory function. Immense pleasure to take this opportunity, gathering formal welcome in the valedictory functions of One Day National Webinar on Research Methodology in Social Science, a quality dimension, organized by the Department of Commerce, Alagappa University. First of all, a warm welcome of our beloved Registrar, President of these valedictory functions, Professor and Head, Department of Animal Health and Management, Professor B. Vasigaran sir. He is not only a dynamic administrator, but also the excellent researcher in the field of life science, especially in zoology. He has published 205 research papers, various scopus and web journals, and these are cited index are 5,793. He has a H index in 41. He was occupied various administrative positions in the university, such as Director of Collaborative Programs, Director of Online Program, Director of University Scientific Instrumentation Center, etc. He has won various awards such as Excellent Research Awards, Bharat Excellence Awards, Young Scientist Awards. There are 3 postdoctoral awards from various abroad research institutes, especially in Taiwan. He has completed an ongoing funded research project from various funding agencies. I warm welcome Professor B. Vasigaran sir, Registrar, Alagappa University, to deliver presidential address of these valedictory functions of One Day National Webinar. I welcome you, sir. Next, I extend a warm welcome Professor M. Sendil sir, Dean, Faculty of Management, Professor and Head, Department of Logistics Management. He has a rich experience, teaching and research experience, not only in logistics management, but also the field of management. He was also occupied in various administrative positions in the university, such as chairpersons, faculty of management, dean, college development council, special officer, planning and development in the university. He was a dynamic scientist in DRDO, accompanied with the former President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam ji. He was awardee of best paper in the national seminar. He was produced 6 PhD. I welcome you, sir. He has delivered the valedictory address in the national webinar organized by the Department of Commerce. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I welcome Professor D.R. Gurmurthy, sir, Professor Head, Department of Commerce, convener of this one-day national webinar. I extend a warm welcome, respected organizing secretary, Madam Alagappa, Madam Menaka, and members of the organizing committee, Dr. G. Nedumaran, Dr. M. Gurbandi, Dr. B. G. Vinayamurthy. I welcome you, every one of you, for these nice valedictory functions. I thank one and all. Thank you, sir.
Now I invite Professor B. Vasigaran, sir, Registrar in charge, to deliver his presidential address. Welcome you, sir.
Most respected Professor M. Senthil, Dean Faculty of Management, and most respected Professor Gurmurthy, Member of Syndicates, and Professor S. Ganapathy, Professor N. Nedumaran, and other Dr. G. Ganakavalli, Dr. P. Menaka, and other faculties of the department, and research scholars, participants, and my dear students. A very warm good afternoon, all of you. I am very happy to participate in this national webinar on research methodology in social sciences, quality dimensions. I am very happy to deliver the presidential address because the social sciences is a very good subject, and even though I found out that our life sciences, after life sciences findings are flourished by social sciences. That is one thing, because you see that our pharmaceutical products are the developed products are sale, accountability, and quality. These are all things governed by the social science people, not the life sciences people. Actually, when we, in our life science researchers, we develop some of the product-oriented research or products. So you know so many pharmaceutical products and disease-preventing products, drugs, drug molecules, and so many things are available in the market. And these products are have some application oriented, and it has a link to the human society. So as I am one of the expert person in aquaculture industry, we do some of the research related to the aquaculture industry, how to produce aquatic animal in large quantity, and how to increase the taste of the animals, and how to increase the texture of the animals, that type of things one side. And another one side, disease prevention aspects, we are doing researches. And after that, we published some of our recent findings in the journals, and the journals, the other peoples get idea from that, and they marketed that things. You see that India is what we can say, diversity of India and the diversity of plants, animals are very large. So many plants are available in the in India, and such type of plans are not available in the foreign countries, number one. And if suppose the plants are available in India only, that the same plant is grown in other countries means the effect is less. It is very important. So that our Indian-based products are marketed highly. One best example of that is you all know that Kilanelli. That Kilanelli produce hepatitis B vaccine, and it control the hepatitis B. That plant only produced in India and grown in India. The same plant, the same seed is cultivated in US countries means it cannot work. That is the peculiarity of our soil as well as our plant. Now, what I am saying, these points here means these are some of the innovative ideas behind our research. Like that, in social sciences, I think a lot of students community also, the research methodology is very simple. I think the students first read the articles, good journal publication in the articles in your areas. Social science areas, what are the articles published and what type of ideas they generated and what are the innovative things they can follow. Such type of articles may be collected. This also in our candidate also are our life science students also doing the first article collection is the major role for the research methodology part in your own area. That already published articles are available in the journals. We can download it and read it. Then, based upon the reading of the articles, an innovative idea can be generated. You see, it is a mixture of subject and get ideas. Then, the digestion of the data, that what data we in the journals, that data is modified, and this data is modified in the form of an article that may be useful to the society. That is very basic in our research methodology part. And likewise, this one-day seminar will give, I think the 2 or 3 experts talk to this related area. I am not much the expert in this field of social sciences. That is why I am talking something about life sciences, and its leads molecules or leads products in the market. Even
whatever the work that was carried out before COVID-19 and the work that is going to be conducted in social science after COVID-19 is going to be totally different. For example, if you take the banks, and if you consider that banking, how it has gone through various sequence of activities, and you have a huge database, and if you want to use a database for extrapolating into 2021, 2022, it may not make sense. For a simple reason, in the last 6 to 8 months of time, many things have changed. The NPAs, what we were talking about in an alarming situation, now we are not talking about it. The climatic change, which we are talking about it, which is concerned with human being, now it is on the other side. For example, people are thinking that the climate change has been smoothened, normalized. Normally, in the month of Kartigai, Aipasi Kartigai, it used to be very heavy rainy season. Margali, there should not be any rain. It is kind of a winter season. But what happened this time in Margali also, like December, January, we had continuous rains, and a huge lot of land bank is flooded with water, and all the people, the agricultural people who do agriculture, they feel the heat of it and untimely, rain. That is again it has come. Now, if you try to do a research, if you have done a research for the last 4 or 5 years, and if you want to use a data, today it becomes meaningless because things have changed and the rainy season pattern itself will change, and human behavior definitely it will change over a period of time. Any data pre-COVID and post-COVID, a lot of strategies we have learned, and the number of companies have used data which during the pre-COVID scenario, 2019 and before. But 2020, nobody knows what to do, and 2020-21, things are going to be different. all the transport systems which were very much sought after have changed. The trains, the buses, these kind of things are not preferred today. The two-wheelers and the other kind of automobile, the personal driving things have come into the foray, and that becomes very hard. Everything is changed just because few things have changed in the last 6 to 8 months of time. Social science scientists use social research, and this could be qualitative as well quantitative. We know that we all do the either qualitative research or quantitative research, or in a combination of both. But what happens is, whenever you say qualitative, subjectivity comes in. If a researcher feels that things are all right, then same way the results also they will cough off. So generalization, again, it is becoming a big question, because what is true to one place, it may not be true to other places. Whereas science, it is not so. Throughout the world, they say that if somebody has to be declared diabetic, if it is a range is this much, and if you cross a particular level, that means that a person in India or US, they are branded as diabetic. That is pure science, application of science. Whereas in social science, it is not so at all. Just now for Kilanali, Registrar was telling, it is this climate, it can be cultivated and that gives a good result. Whereas the same thing cannot be cultivated in the United States under such circumstances. So this again, social science has its own uniqueness. Social science results are difficult to repeat. You cannot get the same result if you are doing it on the same topic, on the same place, and the same research group, but the results may be different. If you do a research, if you had taken up the research on online education in 2019, many of us, including you, me, everybody, would have said, no, that may not work out. But today, online education is order of the day, and everybody has accepted it. The students, the faculty, administration, parents, and the society has accepted it as a norm. And what's going to happen in 2021, 22, 23? It will be a blend of both, which if somebody has talked about in 2015, nobody would have accepted it or even believed it that such a kind of thing is going to happen. Even we would not have taken the classes online had it been told last year. Now everybody is comfortable, we do that. So social science research are difficult to repeat. Whereas in science, if the researches can be repeated n number of times, that is the basic difference between them and ourselves. And our results are subjected to change at any time. Yes, I have given sufficient example for that to do what is it. And scientific research, that is what science people they do, that results last longer. What Einstein has said, even today, it holds water. You cannot dispute that, and you cannot disprove that. Whatever the apple falls down due to gravity, yes, today also it falls down from the tree, it is chopped off due to gravity. It cannot be otherwise. So I already told about bias. This bias is the one enemy in bringing in quality dimensions in the social research, especially in social research. Lot of bias subjectivity will set in, and as a researcher, we need to eliminate such kind of things by looking on using the lateral thinking or from looking from the other side of the table, so that the bias or subjectivity element is being nullified. If it is continued to be there, that's where our things are. But like to say that we have our own issues of not getting cited, not having high H index. The problem is in science, if somebody is trying to do a particular narrowed down area, they will keep on doing the research in that particular area for the lifetime. For their lifetime, 30 years, 40 years also, they will continue to log on to that particular research continuously. Whereas we are not doing so. You take our own cells, our own nothing, commerce is there. Suddenly we brought in e-commerce. Even department name itself we brought in as e-commerce. Because that is a kind of a fancy that caught in and we have moved in. Take marketing. Sales, marketing, that was the basic thing we started. Then slowly we moved into myopic marketing. Meta marketing we moved in. Then slowly we came into branding. So everybody moved into branding. Co-branding it has come. So people are logged onto branding, co-branding. Like that, we keep on moving. That is our weakness as well our strength. The weakness in the sense, if you are doing a research on a particular area for lifelong, definitely you will get cited, you will get your own H index in a very high level. But when we keep on hopping from one area to another area within a short span of time, that's where we don't get cited and we don't continuously take up a research throughout our life. And another thing, in our own area, there are a number of good and bad things, both because when we talk about quality dimension, number of things affect the quality dimension, which I'll just mention a few. Social science research takes place within the society, and the scientific research takes place in a laboratory. We don't have, except that group evaluation, which has been done in education and all, as part of the research methodology. We don't conduct in a exercise in a group. We mostly go for random or stratified random sampling. So that gives a scope for us to reach out to the larger society, which we try to generalize. The marketing people or people who are wanted to reach out to the masses, they take such kind of inputs to reach out to the masses. Whereas science, they do all the research in a laboratory environment, and the results are under these variables. The result is this. Whether the same variables are adopted, the result experiment is conducted elsewhere through any place in the globe, the result will be the same. There will not be any change at all. That's a basic difference between our social science research and the pure science or applied science research. Then coming to the generalization of the research, because if in select cities they conduct certain research, marketing research for acceptance of a product, let's say, and then they generalize for the whole of the country. That is possible in our own self, and sometimes we have to make certain variables in the modification in the variables so that region-wise it can be split up and commissioned. Right. Our own social phenomena are known as symbolically through the words of welfare, social welfare, tradition, and systematic. These are all things just you cannot, tradition means you cannot bring it under a particular target or bracket. It depends on. Something is good, somebody feels the same thing, somebody may feel it is not good. That is where a lot of research opportunities also in social science that has been brought in. Then interpretations of a phenomenon. So social structures, social norms. This interpretation is a one basic thing, depends on the strength of the researcher. If the researcher is very highly researched person and has a very good knowledge on the particular social phenomena, they will come out same thing when it is given to you, me, or some other person. Everyone will come out with their own interpretations on a particular situation or on a particular social phenomenon. This gives scope for a lot of debates. This gives scope for a lot of strategies to get involved in commerce and management. Social science, okay. If you look at more than science, social science is a complicated issue because scientists say that it's complicated. I would like to express one incident that has happened at Alagappa Institute of Management when we all joined. At the time, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ramasan sir, everybody will be knowing. When he came to the department and he was discussing with the faculty members at Yale, he asked us, I don't know how you people are publishing, whereas in science, my publications are, science publications are greater in number. But he was telling, these are the words uttered by Professor Ramasan sir. So what he said was, if I have 10 variables, I will keep 9 variables intact, constant, and change 1 variable and come out with the result. Next time I will change 2 variables and I will come out with the result by keeping 8 factors constant. By doing this iteration, I can come off with a number of articles. I don't know how you are going to come out with your own research. So that gives pure science or applied science people lot of scope for lifetime research. Whereas we don't take it in for, in India, especially in our own team, we don't take it as a lifetime research. We cannot say that one person has within ourselves. he or she has done a great amount of research for 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years. In US and other developed countries, yes, it is. Parasaram model, if you take for service quality, it is there for a long time and it has been used for a long time now, and in the years also it will be used. But one thing is getting into our own hindering our own progress in a particular area because of this what you call promotion system, continuous assessment scheme. This continuous assessment scheme puts a certain amount of pressure on social scientists to come out with certain publications, certain conferences, certain publication in conferences, attending conferences, conducting seminar, participating. This, that, so many other kinds of things are there. Definitely, it takes out energy from all of us. Same science people also will be doing, but their focus, their seminar, you take a seminar or an international conference or something from science and social science. In science, it will be on a specific area, whereas we give a domain, a general domain. So this is where it gets distinguished and where to start. This quality dimension, where to start. If you take the science faculty and their quality conscious, the publication aspects, the where to publish, what is corpus, all these things starts when a student joins MSc or even BSc. That level, and if somebody is serious to get into higher levels of research, definitely they know the path of heading towards. Whereas we are not tuned. Commerce and management, we develop our own students for job. When we develop our own students for job, definitely we focus on soft skill development, their personality development, the writing skills, and how to etiquettes, how to carry out themselves. All these aspects we tell them, and we move them to industry. So the focus of output of ours goes into industry, whereas the focus of science gets into research. So that's where again we get distinguished from them. So we also need to inculcate the culture of scientific approach to bring in quality dimension at the postgraduate level, MCOM or MBA level itself. Then bringing quality criteria into the promotion system would have an effect on the improvement of research quality. Now, the question is asked how many papers you have published. But tomorrow, our Honorable Vice Chancellor has given a new impetus to our university by bringing in what is your H index. So when you are asked to tell your H index, definitely you need to move towards Web of Science or SCA or SSCA kind of publications, wherein you need to push your case for success. And once these publications are through, definitely your citation goes up, your H index also automatically travels on the higher graph. Right. So here, what happens? How to bring in quality in the what you call social sciences? Definitely, as individual researchers and teachers, we need to spend or allocate more time of our office hours towards research. So henceforth, we were putting our focus on teaching, how to upgrade our students, how to bring them up so that they become employable candidates. Now, that is also required, and also to prop up our own selves. Tomorrow, it's going to be a kind of a fight between DSC, DLITs, and high H index. It's not going to be on how many students you got placed. So, that is also required for our self, and we need to move along the path of good quality research. So, in this context, we should avoid falling trap to the fad. That's a word, fad. It's opposite to fashion. Fashion comes at least once in a year or once in 2 years. But fad is the one which comes and then gets vanished. We almost we get clocked to a particular system. What is the hottest topic today? We all do research. But after some time, the hot topic may get wiped out. Some other topic may become hot, and by the time we complete our research, our scholar completes the research in 4 or 5 years, or we complete our publication in another 6 months or 8 months, things might have changed. So that trap we should not get into, and we should what do you call identify our own area. Now that the culture is coming into our own colleagues, that I would like to be identified as a researcher in this particular area, not in general area. So that's a good culture, and if it percolates down not only to teachers, down to the scholars level, definitely that will give us scope. Tomorrow, if somebody asks in Alagappa University, how many people are an expert in finance? They might have been wonderfully doing well in only NPA, non-performing assets, and their assessment, impact on economy, impact on society, impact on banks. If somebody has done a particular research on a continuous basis, definitely an expert will emerge from this place. Similarly, on every aspect, if you identify yourself, definitely for a long time, research should not be for a short time and leave it. For a long time basis, if you identify a couple of areas and then move along with that, that's what the developed countries people they do. They ask slightly away from their area, they will say that's not my scope of work. You ask my colleague. Whereas here we answer everything. That is the biggest plus as well biggest minus. And to bring in quality dimensions and with a high research output when you want to come. And these are few suggestions from my side that we should be formed on, focused on to a particular research area which can take you for 10 to 15 years of time, and you should be an expert in the particular field. Definitely, that will give you a good amount of citation, index, and recognition amongst the scientific, among your social science community, and that will also give a kind of a lift to the university in terms of contribution and scientific contribution to various ranking and and other things for that at the university level. And I'm sure that the social science cannot be left out in a society because we live for the benefit, do carry out the research for the benefit of the society. And without these kind of research outputs, definitely the policymakers, the industry will not be able to take a call or strategy for reaching out to the general public or the masses. In these few words, once again, I really congratulate the Department of Commerce for lining up a number of webinars, FDPs from various funding agencies, and also lining up people of eminence for delivering special lectures. Very, very happy, and I congratulate Dr. Gurumurthy, organizing secretaries and organizing committee of the Department of Commerce for wonderfully orchestrating these kind of activities, and especially this activity on webinar on research methodology in social sciences, the quality dimension. I'm sure many of us would have got some amount of kick out of this webinar, and we will move towards pushing ourselves into a higher orbit in the area of quality, and its outcome will benefit the entire university and the community. In these few words, I thank the opportunity for giving me a wonderful opportunity to be part of this webinar, and I thank everyone for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I invite Professor G. Nedumaran, sir, from Department of Commerce, deliver his formal vote of thanks. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Most respected and Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, most respected Registrar of Alagappa University, most respected Dean Faculty of Management, most respected Head of the Department of Commerce, and respected faculty friends, and my dear participants and scholars. Very good evening, one and all. It's immense pleasure and privilege to propose vote of thanks in this wonderful occasion. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for his continuous support and motivation, and sir has given a very excellent, thought-provoking presidential address in the morning session. Next, let me record my sincere thanks to our dynamic and simple and dynamic Registrar of Alagappa University, Dr. B. Vasigaran, sir, for his very nice presidential address in the valedictory function. I would like to record my sincere thanks to our beloved professor and head dynamic leader and syndicate of our university, our beloved professor Dr. Gurumurthy sir, for his continuous support and motivation. Sir is always encouraging us in all the part of academic activity, students as well as all the faculty members. I take this opportunity, let me record my sincere thanks to our HOD sir. We would like to extend our sincere and heartfelt thanks to our beloved, lovable professor and beloved Dean Faculty of Management, Dr. Sindil sir, for his very thought-provoking valid address in this webinar. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our faculty friends of the Department of Commerce, Professor Ganapati sir and Professor Dr. Gurupandi sir and Dr. Vinayamurthy sir, and I extend my sincere thanks to our organizing secretaries, Dr. Kanagavali madam and Dr. Menaga madam, for their excellent organizing of this webinar. I express my heartfelt thanks to our resourceful resource person of the both session, Professor D. Maud, Professor and Director, the School of Management Studies, Cochin University, Kerala, and other resource person, Professor V. Shanmugha Sundaram, Professor of Commerce, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, for their enlightened knowledge of research methodology in social sciences. And also, I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants and faculty friends from various departments, various parts of our country, for their highly valuable participation and presence in this one-day webinar. On behalf of the Department of Commerce and on behalf of the organizing team and my own behalf, let me record my sincere thanks to all the participants for your valuable participation and presence. Thank you one and all for this nice opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.